Yes, $80,000 is a lot of money. You need to do some video testimony, man. Oh my God.
No. My president, you miscalculated. Not $80,000.
Naira.
80,000 naira.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I take it back. So, how much is that in dollars?
All right.
How much is that?
That should be around
just $200.
$250.
Oh, great.
About $200.
In one cold Friday morning. Oh my God. I'm sure you're going to have a very sweet weekend. Oh, you guys need to be doing these videos and showing testimonies. We need testimonials. So that those who are sitting on their millions and they are not doing anything, they should know that we are working and things are working for us, right? Okay. Thank you. We're going to start right away. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to be with you again today. We are having this meeting on every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when it is 8 p.m. West African time. That is 7 p.m. GMT. So, guys, I'm so happy because a lot of things are happening in the community, and that makes me feel good because TBC is actually a journey where we are learning. Every day we learn, we upgrade, and we change from the negativity. We learn from our negative, from our weak point, and it's just a whole school that we have, and I'm so happy with this opportunity. And every day we thank God for the admin. We pray for him, and we pray that may God give him wisdom to handle the community, because what we have is the vision is bigger than many countries. Remember, it is 1 billion people that we want to deal with. So we are going to have a lot of things happening that that we are going to learn from some of those things that will be happening in the community. So I'm so happy today because people are sending proposals to the admin. Please send this to the admin. Please, I want these proposals. Please, this is the best proposal ever. If people can pay $1 per person, everybody will pay. And that is the best proposal. So we see a lot of proposals that people are giving to pass it on to the admin. I'm like, wow. That's good. But today, it is very very strange that people are giving proposals and they do not even give the root cause or a solution for the root cause of our problem. What is the root cause of our problem before admin has to take this decision? Because members were selling wallets with a lot of TBC insights because they knew that if they do transactions with large quantities, they are going to have their wallet suspended or their send button removed. So as a result of that, admin thought it wise that if we have an opportunity to be paying the admin fee monthly, of course, the people discounting and selling wallets will stop. And also, there was a serious problem known as willful ignorance. Willful ignorance is a situation where people decide not to learn. Okay, they willfully decide not to learn anything, not to get themselves updated, not to be current, not to participate in all the updates that we have in the community. And you are having millions in your accounts. People don't want to learn anything. It's like, admin said that it is like giving a monkey a loaded gun. If you give a monkey a loaded gun, a lot of destruction, a lot of disaster is going to take place. So admin says that we have two main problems, and people are giving proposals and they do not even think about these two problems, how we can eliminate it. So if you are giving a proposal, your proposal should be focused towards eliminating two main problems. One, members are selling wallets. How can we stop that? Two, there is a problem of willful ignorance in the community where people don't even want to learn anything. They claim that they know everything, meanwhile they know nothing. That is willful ignorance. All right? People are ignorant willfully. It's dangerous. It's like you are giving, the TBC today is worth millions of dollars. And imagine people owning a lot of millions in their accounts and they are ignorant. They don't want to be responsible. They don't want to take action. They don't want to get empowered. Imagine that people having millions in their account and they are ignorant. That is like giving a monkey a loaded gun. So I will really want, admin will be watching this, and I really wish that some of you can give your contribution. It will go live. Some of you can give your contribution how we can eliminate these two things in our community right now. Because if we succeed to solve these two main problems, the problem of responsibility and the problem of people selling their wallets, guys, your contribution now counts. Your voice counts. So let me know, anybody that wants to say something, please raise your hand and let us give you the floor to give us your own idea how we can eliminate these two main problems. Thank you. Who do we have? Mr. Mechi. All right. I'm not seeing people raising their hands. Doesn't mean that people don't have contribution. Mr. Amechi, okay, I can see Amechi just sent us a note on the chat. He says that take a look at the level of chaotic happenings in the community now. Good news, please come to my office. And is this for us?
That's the scammers. The scammers. What they are sending to people.
Okay, this is an example. This is an example of people scamming, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is crazy. You see what people are saying? People are saying that if you want to have one TBC, Amin asked me to give you one coin, $10 million. If you want 2 TBC, qualify to exchange your TBC coin into cash, 100% by next 2 months. Come with $55, about 20,000 naira to get your own TBC coin tomorrow. 100 coin in four 100 people that want to become billionaires only. We have 10 days to go. Call. Wow. You see the scammers, guys. The scammers are really using advantage of what is happening right now to distract the community, to destroy the community. And those are some of the things, that is one of the things that admin is saying, that what can we do to eliminate this willful ignorance? Mr. MDS, please, your contribution. MDS, you have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. I think yesterday I have a meeting with some of my TBC followers leaders in my office. But during this time, I was very busy. I couldn't make a record that time. So then I was asking them, I said, they should understand that to me, I have no problem with anything that admin may bring on board. Then, what is their own contribution? Are they also be comfortable with what of if admin said every month we should be paying $25? Then many of them also contribute that one, if they are convenient with it, what of the people they are bringing on board? Now, these are the things they say out that, okay, they will support that if admin can make that $25, make it a $50 per annum. That means $50 for 1 year. Then it will not be that $25 run for 6 months and $25 run for the next 6 months. That it should be that. That is number one. Then another thing they also contribute is that for people to be more to be more easier for people to be releasing this money, to be spending their kringle to buy things. Now, let's not leave that aside. For the issue of selling wallet, that is why I make it clear in that video. So the issue of selling wallets and buying wallet, because this is something, I make it clear that admin cannot solve this problem from his own end there. We should get that very clear. Admin can't solve it. This problem can only be solved between ourselves, between the community. And how are we going to do it? Is by we, in every local government, every state, we need to come together and be having meeting with all the Tbcians. So that is how we are going to enlighten them, we are going to educate them that it is very dangerous and it is not right for them to be buying or selling wallets. Then the people who are going to bring forward will harness to their ears that it is not lawful to you. If you see anyone that wants to sell wallet for you, don't even make attempt to price, talking of to make payment for that wallet. So this work needs to, it is we that we can achieve that for the admin. Because for example, if I give my account to someone else, how can admin know that I did so? He can't know. But I myself, I know that I do so, and others know what I did also, but it can never show to admin there. So it is me, I'm going to stop it that, no, it is not done in that way. It's not right to use, to sell TBC wallet. That is what we need to do. It is within the community that can achieve that.
Okay, that boils down to education. That boils down to education. So, guys, thank you so much, MDS, for that great contribution. So, guys, for those who are joining us right now, admins says we have two main problems in the community. People selling wallets with a lot of TBC inside, and we have problem of people, billionaires, not taking responsibility. In other words, willful ignorance. We are here to take your contribution. We are here to hear from you what you think we can do to eliminate these two main issues, which is one of the reasons why admin has to take that serious decision. And because of the distraction we had, admin has to hold it again for us to debate on it. So guys, tell us your take, what we need to do to stop willful ignorance and selling of wallets. Mr. Amechi.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I really appreciate this opportunity given to everybody to look into this very issue. If I am to say, admin has actually provided a solution to this very problem, but we were shouting that it's hard, is this, is that. Admin coming up with that mandatory fee should have been enough deterrent to all those who are having multiple accounts. Because when we say multiple accounts, some of these people actually have over 20, some even have 50 accounts loaded with TBC because they are prepared for this. And even before now, they'll be making serious money discounting TBC through that way. So for them now to be able to pay up that $25 monthly, that is why you see everybody shouting. Most of us who may not even afford that $25, we're even busy protecting others' interests, because most of the people shouting they cannot be able to pay. They're having one. But those putting the fire on them to shout more are those discounters. You actually have multiple accounts that if that policy is to go on, they'll find it difficult and they're going to lose those accounts that they have created to scam people with. So, admin, to me, has come up with a solution, but we don't really understand where he's doing, and that's why we're having this very problem now. It is not easy, but I don't see anything easy, and yet we are doing it. Anybody can just talk to his own opinion, but as for me, admin has actually come up with something that could have worked.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amechi, for your contribution. Guys, your contribution counts. You must not be okay with admin. You must not accept what others are saying. Your contribution count. Let me take Prim. Prim. I'm seeing the name like Prim. Go ahead, sir. Prime. Prime, go ahead.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Kenneth, thank God.
All right, you're welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, this problem that is actually happening in the community. In my own opinion, I want just to give an example. Let's say, for example, that Mr. Mbederek wants to sell wallet to me. And I know fully well that his name is, the wallet he is having is carrying his name, is carrying his picture, is carrying those security questions and the rest of them.
Right.
Now, and I want to buy it. First of all, we shouldn't forget that in the KBC office, that is the criminal card back office, we have email address, then the alternate email address, in case when they want to send us a message, in the case one fails, the other one will be able to receive it. So now, if that is the case, so the person that is buying the wallet, does he have, is he the owner of that email address? That is one thing. Because if you want to go to the email address, definitely if the scammer wants to give everything, he will give the person both the email address and the password to that email address.
No, plus the phone number.
Now, if that is the case,
plus the phone number, because even with the phone number, they can still get back everything. All right. Well,
good. So I think the phone number, the email address, I think these are the areas that TBC admin can look into. I know that it's not going to be very easy, but if they can put a mechanism in place to ensure that those who are selling wallets, because if I'm buying from you and your wallet is carrying your name, your email address, and your phone number and your pictures, because these are the KYC, know your customer, as some of the banks do in our fiat currency system. So I think the same thing should be applicable to us here in a TBC community. So, but the problem there is that how are we going to be able to track the email address, whether the person that is having it is the owner of that email address and the phone number? I think if we can put the mechanism in place to check these things, I think the problem of wallets, selling wallets will be solved.
Right.
But I don't know how admin is going to do that. But I think these are the real things. The KYC, and they can also put a platform at the back of the crypto back office where they will put KYC, let everybody have their details there. Do you understand? So that it will be very difficult for somebody to sell wallet. And if it is possible, let admin in a region, maybe in a country like Nigeria, Cameroon, or other countries like that, they should have a regional office where people can go there and verify their account. I don't know whether that one is going to be possible. So I think the issue of email address, phone number, and pictures, and the security questions, I think these are the areas we can really, narrow it down to and get this scammer fished out and they be removed from the community.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Your contribution counts. Admin will be listening, and this is an opportunity for everybody to give his contribution on the two main issues that we have. The first thing, members selling wallets with full TBC, because they all know that if they do huge transaction, their account will be suspended. As a result of that, they are creating multiple wallets, they load them, and they sell the wallet. Second issue is willful ignorance. People don't want to take responsibility. What can the admin do to eliminate this problem? Let me take Mr. Don from Uganda. Welcome, sir. Don and his partner. Can you hear us?
I appreciate the work you're doing for our TBC. But actually, you are doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
The network is not clear. I'm trying.
Yeah, there is a problem of network all over the world.
Not.
I think it's a general problem. The airlines are crazy.
I want to thank you for how you organize it, our TBC. We are busy recruiting people joining TBC, but the challenge I'm seeing, we may not get exactly what we want to achieve. For example, you have just recruited someone to be a member of TBC, is given a wallet, but when and the next month it approaches, you say you have to pay the admin fee for $24. So I see it as if it will be every month. It will not be possible for our people who are recruiting right now. So I don't know if admin can sit there and revise that. Our people can at least be released on what they are on fears, they are in because they may not afford that much. Thank you very much.
And in
Thank you so much.
to that,
Yeah.
I have a problem of Bitcoin bond.
Yeah, what is the problem?
If I'm allowed to ask,
Yes,
suppose I redeemed my Bitcoin yesterday.
yesterday.
Since yesterday I haven't received anything.
No, don't worry, it will come.
I remember I forwarded you a ticket.
Yes, it will come. Don't worry. Just relax. Just relax. It will come. If your Bitcoin bounty take up to 48 hours, maximum 48 hours, and you receive it. It was just yesterday. Probably you can take, maybe there's a lot of payment going on. So the batch will come and you will have it in your Bitcoin account. Make sure that the Bitcoin account that you put in your Credit Cash, you have access to it, right?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So let me take my mommy from South Africa, Nolandra, DB. You have to remove your mic. Right.
You must call your mom's name.
Right.
You hear me?
You are very correct.
My son must learn to call mom's name.
Right.
Okay. My concern is that I don't understand what kind of people, honestly. We've been suffering all our lives, giving us such a great opportunity. It's like we're not appreciating, it's like
the network is breaking. The network is breaking.
I don't know how other people think, because
I don't know whether it's my network. Network is crazy all over the world. I don't know what's happening.
What I'm saying there, how is it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying it's so amazing what's happening in, because we've been given an opportunity that is unexplainable, and think that in our entire lives we've never had something like this. And when the Lord is intervening, giving us a person like admin, we are so ignorant, and it's like we are so full of pride. I don't know how can people expect to have something but don't want to work.
Right.
There is not very appreciate the opportunity that we are given by showing the input in whatever admin is saying. Because if you can look at it, we've been paying money to the, whenever you are withdrawing money, it's taken. You are depositing money, it's taken.
Breaking.
You are transferring money.
We are having a lot of difficulties.
Why should we not pay?
To hear you. We have a lot of difficulties to hear you. Maybe we'll come back to you again later, or I don't know, maybe you have to adjust your position. So we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Let's go to another person. Guys, we have two main problems here. The first problem is people selling wallets with a lot of TBC insights because they cannot discount by doing transactions. And the second thing is willful ignorance. Billionaires, they don't want to take responsibility. It's like giving a monkey a loaded gun. So let me take another, Madam Che Zarina from UK.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thanks, Mr. Bay, for giving us this chance. I really appreciate what you are doing for us.
Thank you.
Now, the issue of the $25, I find it very, strange that people complain about it when there's so much in our wallets. And it's, as the admin had explained, we just need to pay it once. And if you've got people under you, they pay theirs.
Right.
You don't have to pay from your pockets from then on. And then the other thing we can emphasize that as a private society, there are rules.
Right.
Or as a club. So if they say we are imposing a certain payment monthly to be a member, you either agree to go along with that or step down.
Right.
And I don't think many people would want to step down. So it's very reasonable here. I don't see why there is so much problem about that. And then the other thing is about education. I would say that we really need, let's say like a place like UK or another country, even Nigeria, I think, okay, people meet in groups and they are educated.
Right.
But I would say like in the UK, I haven't seen any meeting or any effort of educating people about it. Actually, the only people I know are the ones have signed on.
Right.
So the little I tell them is, well, is what I know. I try to explain to them as much as I can to tell them to go and read the blogs. But we need a lot of training in that. With the people who are a bit older in TBC, they should educate the others.
Right.
So that way, the message will get across faster. The other thing is about the selling of the wallets. I think, as somebody has mentioned, KYC, or know your customer, is very important.
Right.
Because then there will not be two people with exactly the same, information, the same name, same everything, same photograph.
Right.
So that way, if somebody wants to sell a wallet, it's got my details.
KYC.
Obviously, you cannot say you are yourself, and we can see that is a different person there. So with the KYC, with the picture and the other personal details, that would really, stop all these, selling of wallets.
Right.
Yeah. So that's my take.
Thank you so much, Madam, for that great contribution. Your contribution counts, guys. I'll be taking new from Mr. Mufo Gidas. Mr. Mufo Gidas, we have two main problems: members selling of wallets, and those that are willful ignorant and they don't want to take any responsibility and they call themselves billionaires. What can we do to eliminate this? Because your contribution counts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to air my views on this particular issue concerning TBC. Please, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I greet everybody in the house, and I will approach these two questions by saying they are one and the same question. And I will try not to justify why I say they are one and the same question, because each and every one that enters the TBC community follows the TBC system as it has been spelled out. It's true that we have evolved a lot, but as I believe back in the blog, there was a system. Meaning that what? Once you enroll, there are steps that you need to follow. So along the line, most people don't even know the evolutions of the realities of TBC, which has to do with education, as most people have said it.
Right.
The great thing that we should do, and I believe that for me is the greatest solution of all, is what? multiply the duplication of the true information on TBC. Through what? Through the blog. Because people that are multiplying accounts and selling them, they are ignorant of what they are doing. We should not forget from where we are coming from. We are coming from different systems of the world, of which we are functioning under the normal world allied system. But now we are in a new dawn and a new era where things are different from that standpoint. So people with their former bad habits are incorporating these bad habits into TBC.
Right.
And the reality in TBC is that what we are a new TBC is a new way of doing things. So the only best way that can make us to put aside these problems is education multiply. Anybody that registers somebody into TBC to see into it that you have given that person everything concerning TBC, and that person should be on the blog every day to read every update as far as the reality of TBC is concerned. I believe in that standpoint, it will permit each and everyone to be adhered with all information. Because many people are talking because they don't even know where we are coming from. I've been TBC since 2017. It's true that it is not quite from the inception, but we have seen a lot. We have gone through a lot. Most people are talking now, or they are making accounts and selling because they don't even know how the system functions. So the reality is that what? And me as the creator and the fourth pillar behind this new concept need to really support us in everything he's doing. And I believe the mood and the policy that I need to it has to be, and it's something that we need not to kick against, because not using that policy back then, TBC would have died. So what we have been talking of today would have been our particular individual areas gnashing our teeth and saying that what we have been duped or we have been got by TBC, of which it was not its intention. So the reality for me is what? Education, and let's stick to the instruction from the blog. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. Remember, your voice counts, and I do not stand a chance to judge any person who gave his own reaction. Let me take again my mommy from South Africa, and I'm sure her network should be very fine now. Please go ahead. We have two main problems: people selling wallets with TBC and willful ignorance. People not wanting to take responsibility, and they call themselves billionaire with a lot of TBC in their account. What can be done to eliminate this?
Okay, thank you so much, my son. I've tried to move from where I was.
All right, it's okay now.
And what I'm saying is that admin should really do something about it, because the reason we are this and up until now, it's because we've been so free too much. We don't want to take responsibilities, yet we like to have things. You cannot call yourself a millionaire having done nothing. You cannot call yourself a billionaire having put even a single effort into what is going to make you that. That's what I always tell my team, that we need to change our mindset, you know, because nothing comes easy on planet Earth. We are so blessed to have somebody like admin, and he cannot do something, he or she cannot do something on his own. Our contribution is very much needed to make this thing happen. I think those people who are unable to do anything with this, they need to just leave us, because we are here. We're going to work day and night to make this thing happen, because we appreciate what the Lord is doing for us through admin, you know. So we'll make it a point that we help in every way. Without those, I think admin should be really, really firm and understand that there are some people who are going to back him. We are so many in this world. I think we only need 1 billion number of people for this thing to happen.
Right.
So we still go to work. We will work up until it happens. I think without them, we can do it. That is my opinion.
Thank you so much, Madam. Your contribution counts. I cannot go without taking Mr. Feng Jia Dawai. He's always having some very good points, and I wouldn't leave this place without calling on him. Sir, your contribution counts. Selling of wallets by TBC discounters, and also willful ignorance, people not wanting to take responsibility, people not wanting to sit up. What can we do, or what can the admin do to eliminate this issue? Your voice counts. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, thank you. Good evening, fellow TBCians, and well done, Chief MD, for all the great work that you are doing. You know, congratulations to all of us that are able to come for this meeting.
Right.
Part of what we need to do is what you are doing, and a few other people are doing. Mofo said education. People have said education. If someone really knows the value of what they have in their wallet, that it is, if somebody believes that TBC is going to work, they will endure for just a short time. But if they don't know, then they would sell their wallets. So we go ahead and just keep educating. I have come, well, you know, there are issues that I've seen, you know, around where I live.
Right.
The people who adopted, who were the early adopters of the TBC, I think they have become so hooked on those transactions that, you know, they forget that if we work very hard and we work very hard so that we reach the 1 billion member community, the 1 billion member goal that, you know, TBC admin has set. If we worked very hard, when the value of the coin becomes released, then I don't really need those crumbs in the form of the transactions, $100 or multiples of 40 grains of gold transactions. So we have become hooked on that for so long that sometimes the people that already entered TBC, what I see, you know, in some cases is that they don't even want the people to be educated. So if we will go ahead and educate, I have, in fact, what I'm deciding to do, I will set up, you know, WhatsApp group across the cities, wherever I have 1 or 2 people, you know, especially, for example, people that came into TBC, many people lost their TBC on the 22nd of August. And they lost it because when they came into TBC, they did not know really. The people who brought them into TBC brought them because they had something to gain immediately. And once they gained it, they did not know about TBC very well, so they could not pass anything to the people that they recruited. Right. So the job now is we go back, even those people who have lost their TBCs, my goal is to go across and talk with them. It is not all lost. There is still an opportunity for them to, you know, start again and go somewhere with the 2 promos that have, you know, dovetailed into one another. So it is education. If people know that what they have in their hands, that TBC is real, and that what they have in their hands is much, they would not give it up. Education, education, education. And if all of us that are being trained by Mbe or, you know, other people would take it upon ourselves to go around and do the bit, we will multiply ourselves many times. We will multiply ourselves in terms of growing the numbers, but we also multiply ourselves in terms of the quality of TBC education that we are giving. We keep saying admin, admin. The job of building is our own. Admin, Optimist said it. The solution to reach our goal has been provided by admin. You know, I'm not earning much in terms of, I've not been able to hit, you know, the kind of goal that I need to hit in cash flowing. I'm working on it. And I believe that God is going to give me the cash flow that I need, so that the work, I will do it as I should do it. Right. But we need to go back to those people who adopted TBC. I have 2 people, for example, that I have contacted. They are older than me in TBC, but what I have learned about TBC, I've learned more than them. So I am going to teach them. And then I'm going, something like, some of the tricks, even when I say tricks, some of the, small details, some of the beneficial tasks that people need to do, they are not being released by some of the leaders. So if you yes, so if you release those details, this is what you need to do. If I want to charge, if I need to charge somebody for training him, go ahead and charge. Go ahead and charge, but teach him what he needs to know, so that when he recruits another person, he will teach them, and we will multiply in the numbers that we are bringing in, as well as in the quality of education, TBC education that will, I tell you, the thing will disappear. The issue of the selling of the wallets will disappear. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Feng, for that great contribution. Guys, your voice counts at this point in time. Your voice counts because admin is giving us a platform for us to contribute, and we'll come out with a final solution that is going to help the new policy to be firm. That will help us to have a good policy that will be a policy for the people and by the people. That is what TBC is all about. ALMI wants a lawful currency for the people, by the people, and for the people. So I'm going to take one last person before we go, Reverend Emmanuel from Ghana. Please, we have 2 main issues that we are discussing here. Members selling of their wallets because they are ignorant or because they have bad intentions, and also what we call willful ignorance. People don't want to be active. They don't want to learn anything that is happening in the TBC. They are just waiting for the economic phase to happen. Sir, your contribution, what we need to do to eliminate this. Thank you. Mr. Reverend Emmanuel.
Thank you, Mr. Imbe, and thank you all TBCians on this platform. What I've realized so far is we have some people who are not generational thinkers. And because they are not generational thinkers, they only want to feed on what they have now and forget about tomorrow. And so whatever they have in their, like what Enoch did, come on generational thinkers. And so what I'm seeing is that even the person who introduced me into TBC has no idea even how to register somebody even with the current registration. He has no idea, calling me to help him do that. And all these people took big, huge money from us before registering us.
Wow. Yeah, network is breaking there. Network is not really stable these days.
And so
we can't really hear you.
Education is more important for the new people coming up to be educated. Like what I've been doing, gather all, take them through. So what I was saying is that education counts, because some people are not the generational thinkers. So I think we should gather all our new recruit.
Yeah, I think maybe you can just write it on the chat box because we are having a lot of difficulties to hear you.
Necessary.
Maybe you just summarize it on the chat.
That they need to know about TBC, because TBC is huge. It's not something you look at presently. That is why.
Okay. Wow.
Really?
The network has been.
You can't hear me.
Okay, go ahead now.
Okay, so all right.
Oh, you were already at the end because we
I'm saying that the education is, yes. So what I'm saying is that the education is more important. The new people coming, we gather them, educate them so they can also impact those knowledge we have given them to their fellow TBCians. So I think when we do that, we'll become generational thinkers and will not think about ourselves presently. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that contribution, sir. Your voice counts. All right, guys, we are almost at the end of this program for today, and it was a wonderful one. You guys have given your contribution. Before we go, let's come to the chat room here. Mr. Herikops from Uganda says that Ms. Sambe, for members who sell their TBC wallets, I think there should be scanning of documents such as IDs, or driver license or driving permits to identify the owner of the wallet. TBC education is the key. Godwin says that you sell your wallet because it looks like loads to you without thinking about regretting. Yeah, that's why many people are selling their wallets. So guys, many people talk about identification, but now don't forget that to bring out the KYC, it needs money. So we still boils down to what the admin is talking about, guys. Because bringing in a company that will come and do identification or the KYC, so in charge of identification, it also takes money. So that still boils down to paying the 25 USD that the admin is talking about, because we cannot do all that without money. The admin need money for the system to keep running. So thank you so much, guys, for your contribution. Your voice counts. Somebody says we are private. We don't want to include government. I mean, we don't want KYC. No, KYC does not really mean that you will not include the government. When you are going public, when we are going public, that is when it can be a problem. Or when you are start going in public exchange, like the currency in the coin market cap, that's when there can be a problem with the government to regulate. So KYC cannot really have a good impact, or it doesn't have any impact with the government. So don't worry yourself about that. Thing just says that let's grow the numbers, let's grow our minds. Very important. Those selling their TBC are not generational thinkers. Wow, I love that. I love that. Those selling their TBC are not generational thinkers. Let's be generational thinkers. Guys, it will be on that note that I say goodbye for today. And I'm seeing one last message from Mechi, who says that admin knows what he's doing and need free hands to steer this ship to the bay. Thank you so much, sir, for your contribution. Guys, I'm so happy for whatsoever you guys have contributed. And I look forward again to have you guys on Monday when it shall be 8 p.m. West African time and 7 p.m. GMT. So guys, take care of yourself. It's weekend. Take some water, drink enough water, go some swimming, do some nice things, enjoy yourself. We love you. I love you. Admin loves you. Admin loves TBC. We all love TBC. It is goodbye.